the Sundarbans, where the land meets the sea, and the largest mangrove forest in the world greets the rising sun. As the sun rises over the mangroves, a new day begins, bringing warmth and light to this tranquil ecosystem.
Here, among the tangled roots, thousands of small crabs begin their daily search for food in the nutrient-rich mud.
These specialized roots, called pneumatophores, allow the mangroves to breathe in the low-oxygen soil, providing shelter for the wetland's most active
The king of the jungle emerges from the shadows. With silent paws and eyes fixed on the path ahead, the Bengal tiger begins its journey. Here, in the dense mangrove forests, the Bengal tiger reigns supreme, silently patrolling its watery territory. In the dense Sundarbans, the tiger pauses at the river's edge, searching for prey. As the camera moves across the muddy river, we catch a glimpse of the magnificent Bengal tiger, surveying its territory in the dense mangroves. Suddenly, the tranquility is broken. The deer senses danger, raising its head to catch the faintest sound in the humid air. Hidden in the dense undergrowth, the tiger waits patiently, its stripes dissolving into the dappled shadows. Grazing among the intricate roots of the mangrove trees, the spotted deer thrive in this specialized coastal environment. While the herd grazes peacefully, this magnificent buck stands guard, its senses alert to the subtle sounds of the forest. Deep within the mangrove, the herd pauses abruptly. The sudden alertness of the lead doe signals danger lurking nearby. The spotted deer herd is alert, their senses heightened as they navigate the treacherous footing of the swamp in the fading light. From their perch high above the water, the macaques keep a wary eye on the spotted deer grazing below.
As the tide retreats, revealing the mudflats, the forest canopy provides a sanctuary for these agile climbers, while the deer venture out below in the golden light.
The rhesus macaque makes a spectacular leap across the canopy, utilizing its tail for balance as it grips the new branch securely.
With incredible agility, they navigate the dense canopy.
Floating almost motionless, the saltwater crocodile waits patiently for its unsuspecting prey. A master of stealth in these murky waters.
With deliberate, powerful movements, the huge crocodile slowly crawls from the river, its body displacing thick mud as it approaches the bank. Emerging from the river, the crocodile drags its heavy tail across the thick mud, a strenuous effort on this overcast day. In the dense mangroves, the saltwater crocodile leaves its mark long before its presence is truly felt.
As the tide recedes, revealing the muddy expanse, the massive crocodile leaves behind a clear record of its passage across the flats.
Flying over the lush canopy of the mangrove forest, we witness the daily migration of herons, cormorants, and kingfishers as dusk approaches.
From the tangled roots of the mangroves, the camera rises to follow the pelicans as they soar towards the fading light of the golden hour. Perched silently above the gentle flow of the mangrove river, the kingfisher focuses intently on the water, searching for its next meal.
With incredible precision, the kingfisher tracks its prey. The sudden twitch of its wings signals the moment before the strike.
The kingfisher executes a perfect dive, emerging split seconds later with its prey secured. A remarkable feat of speed and precision. With incredible velocity, the blue predator breaches the surface, hunting for its next meal beneath the waves.
Using its forked tongue, the snake collects chemical cues from the air, a vital tool for sensing prey and predators alike.
The python uses its powerful muscles to navigate the canopy, a slow and steady journey through the humid air.
The snake employs a serpentine locomotion, its body undulating gracefully over the rough bark as it ascends the branch.
The monitor lizard navigates the dense mangroves. Its flicking tongue actively scans for prey.
From this overhead perspective, the camera captures the lizard's deliberate pace across the wet mud, leaving a clear trail through the dense mangrove roots.
With slow, deliberate steps, the elegant white heron surveys the mud. It is searching for movement, a sign of the small...
As the golden hour light bathes the estuary, the great blue heron arrives, a patient hunter stepping lightly through the shallows. Deep within the humid mangrove forest, the magnificent python surveys its territory, tasting the air with a flick of its tongue.
The dense jungle foliage provides the perfect cover for the python. Only a slow, deliberate movement reveals its presence.
Emerging from the dense mangroves, the herd cautiously approaches the river's edge, seeking respite from the forest heat. Following the narrow waterway, the herd pushes onward through the mangroves, approaching the brighter waters of the main river channel.
The serene waters of the river provide a moment of respite for the herd as they gather to drink in the fading light.
The still waters of the loch provide a perfect reflection of the herd as they drink in the tranquil morning mist.
True to its nature, the tiger vanishes into the dense foliage, becoming one with the jungle until the next encounter.
Moving deeper into the thicket, the massive feline uses its strength to push through the vines, disappearing into the dense foliage.
Across the river, the spotted deer remain largely unaware of the danger lurking in the shadows, but the tiger watches, waiting for the perfect moment to strike.
As the tide turns, the macaques become highly active, their loud calls echoing through the dense canopy as they leap between branches.
The spider monkey uses its prehensile tail as a fifth limb, allowing it to navigate the upper canopy with unmatched agility.
The macaque spends much of its day foraging, relying primarily on the tender young leaves found high in the canopy.
For the vulture, this vast wilderness is home. The Sundarbans, where land meets sea in a
High above the canopy, this magnificent scavenger circles effortlessly. Below, the intricate waterways of the mangrove ecosystem reflect.
The sheer number of these ducks creates a mesmerizing pattern against the golden hour sky as they navigate the winding river below.
Flying low over the water, the flock follows the river's path, their silhouettes mirrored perfectly on the surface in the golden light.
Basking in the intense midday sun, the reptile absorbs the warmth, conserving energy for the hunt ahead.
Though it appears calm on the surface, the resting crocodile is acutely aware of every ripple in the murky water.
Basking in the warmth of the sun, the crocodile slowly opens its massive jaws. This gaping behavior helps regulate the reptile's internal temperature.
Basking in the intense midday sun, the crocodile absorbs the warmth, occasionally opening its jaws to cool down. The golpata leaves sway in the wind, a vital part of this lush mangrove ecosystem thriving along the riverbanks at sunset.
These remarkable palms, known locally as golpata, form an impenetrable barrier along the riverbanks.
The honeybees are hard at work, moving from blossom to blossom, collecting the nectar that powers the hive.
From these vital blossoms, our view expands to the sprawling mangrove forest, a critical nursery where countless species, like these bees and birds,
Found primarily in Southeast Asia, the fishing cat stalks its prey through the dense mangrove forests, its movements careful and deliberate.
Using the cover of darkness and dense foliage, the fishing cat begins its nightly hunt, relying on stealth to ambush its prey near the water's edge. Amidst the serene yet wild mangrove forest, the young fawn moves closer, finding comfort in the protective presence of its mother.
Moving slowly backward, we follow the mother and fawn as they venture deeper into the shaded, intricate world of the mangrove. Slowly, cautiously, the mother leads her fawn through the dense maze of roots and shadows, deeper into the safety of the woods. As the sun begins its descent, the mother bear guides her cub along the ancient path, seeking the safety of the deeper woods. From the depths of the mangrove river, a mysterious creature surfaces, its presence creating ripples across the tranquil water.
Here, where the land meets the sea, the mangrove trees have adapted to the daily rhythm of the tides, creating a unique and vital ecosystem.
Here in the heart of the mangrove forest, life thrives in the interplay of fresh and salt water, illuminated by the sun's embrace.
As the dry grasslands give way to the humid mangroves, the lion must adapt to a world of water and shadow. Thirsty, the lion pauses to drink deeply from the flowing waters before continuing his patrol of the valley. Raising its trunk high, the bull elephant samples the evening air. Its massive ears flap gently, providing relief as it absorbs the scents of the savanna. In the dim light of the jungle floor, the elephant uses its trunk to analyze the environment, searching for water or perhaps intruders.
Driven by instinct, these magnificent creatures follow the ancient paths toward the mountains.
Led by the matriarch, the herd moves deeper into the dense thicket, seeking refuge as the golden light fades. High in the branches, the macaques watch nervously as the elephants traverse the valley floor far below. Their agitated calls echo through the jungle.
The jungle canopy is alive with motion as these agile monkeys navigate the complex network of vines and branches with surprising speed.
Bathed in the golden light of dusk, the male lion surveys his kingdom. His powerful roar echoes through the valley.
In a rare encounter along the river's edge, two apex predators meet. The Bengal tiger assesses the lion on the muddy bank.
The tiger melts into the shadows of the forest, while the lion, unthreatened, turns and slowly walks away down the ancient path. This delicate ecosystem, the Sundarbans, is no stranger to severe weather, but the intensity of this storm is unprecedented. The initial splashes signal the arrival of the storm. Soon, the gentle river is engulfed by a heavy downpour, an unrelenting force of nature.
Here, where the river meets the forest, the arrival of the wet season brings life-sustaining rain to the resilient mangroves.
Clad in stripes and soaked to the bone, the tiger moves through the relentless downpour, an apex predator navigating its watery domain. In the heart of the storm-soaked mangroves, India's apex predator reigns supreme, undeterred by the relentless downpour.
Sheltering beneath the rainforest canopy, this herd relies on the foliage for protection. When the rain becomes too heavy, they must shake.
The heavy rains are relentless, yet the crocodile remains unmoved, a relic of a time long past. Driven by instinct, the massive reptile slips into the flooded river, its presence immediately reshaping the turbulent water.
When the monsoon rains arrive, the jungle huddles together. Beneath the thick canopy, these macaques find a shared refuge.
The relentless downpour forces the troop to seek shelter wherever they can find it, huddling together against the cold. Raindrops cling to its scales as the massive reptile descends, a testament to its mastery of this wet environment. Here in the Sundarbans, the rain has paused, allowing the warmth of the earth to meet the cool air, blanketing the river in this ethereal morning mist. As the sun rises over the mangroves, the morning mist begins to clear, revealing the intricate roots below. Out of the ancient mist, the herd emerges. Led by the magnificent stag, they move silently through the forest.
Moving like a ghost through the dense and silent fog, the tiger reigns supreme over this misty realm.
As the mist thickens, the great cat vanishes, becoming one with the shadows of the forest.
As the sun sets over the river, the massive crocodile remains motionless on the muddy bank, waiting patiently for the cool of the evening.
As the sun sets over the highlands, the great herds gather by the river's edge for their evening graze. Bathed in the golden light of the setting sun, these magnificent creatures traverse the ancient paths, guided by the wisdom of generations.
As the sun dips below the horizon, the jungle canopy comes alive with the shadows of its inhabitants.
The setting sun casts a dramatic silhouette, highlighting the agility of the monkeys as they move toward their evening roosts.
Bathed in the golden light of sunset, the iridescent plumage of the kingfisher catches the eye as it secures its evening meal.
Here, where the river meets the sea, the moonlight guides the way through the winding paths of the mangroves.
Under the canopy of the jungle night, the moonlight reveals the elusive tiger, patrolling its territory with silent, heavy steps. The tiger emerges from the shadows, drawn to the water's edge under the watchful eye of the moon.
Illuminated by the moon, the silent hunter surveys its territory. Its specialized hearing allows it to pinpoint prey even in the deepest shadows.
The deep forest sleeps now, bathed in the silver light of the moon. But life stirs beneath the canopy.
With eyes glowing in the moonlight, the predator surveys its domain. Beneath the tranquil moonlight, the crocodile waits patiently, a silent hunter in the swamp.
As the golden hour breaks over the hills, the stag takes a long drink from the clear flowing river.
The majestic stag stands motionless, its image shimmering in the gentle current of the highland stream. A tense moment passes between predator and prey in the dappled forest light. But today, the tiger chooses peace,
The saltwater crocodile moves with deceptive ease through the murky waters, a true apex predator of the mangroves.
Underwater, the crocodile is a master of propulsion. Its powerful tail undulates, creating a surge of water that drives it forward with incredible speed.
As dawn breaks over the mangrove forest, the ecosystem awakens. The macaques begin their morning rituals, while the birds take flight.
High in the vibrant canopy, diverse species like the capuchin monkey and the scarlet macaw often share the same branches in surprising harmony.
Coiled tightly around the mangrove trunk, the giant python slowly begins its ascent, searching for a higher vantage point or perhaps its next meal.
Driven by instinct, this herd charges through the dense mangrove roots, churning the wet earth beneath them.
Moving through the murky waters of the mangrove, the Asian water monitor uses its keen sense of smell, constantly flicking its tongue to...
The monitor lizard navigates the dense mangrove roots, its powerful legs propelling it across the slick mud.
Here in the mangrove forests, the black-cheeked woodpecker uses its powerful beak to drill into the specialized roots, extracting prey hidden inside.
As we pull back from this solitary mangrove, the sheer scale of the interconnected jungle ecosystem begins to reveal itself. Here we see a large flock of white herons gathered by the river, quietly feeding along the muddy banks of the mangrove forest.
The golden hour light reveals the heart of the delta, a vital resting point for the migrating flock as they navigate the winding river towards their destination.
The great cormorants execute a synchronized dive, utilizing the collective force to startle their prey beneath the surface.
Though fearsome in appearance, the massive crocodile often tolerates the presence of other species, like these cormorants, in its territory.
A delicate balance is struck as the crocodile navigates the waters shared by the resting cormorants, a tense coexistence in this vibrant ecosystem.
The Sundarbans, a critical wetland habitat, showcases remarkable biodiversity, where deer graze peacefully beneath the watchful eyes of the forest monkeys. This lush tropical landscape is teeming with life. From the grazing deer to the monkeys in the canopy, every creature plays a vital...
The Sundarbans, a vast mangrove forest, is the only place in the world where the magnificent Royal Bengal tiger thrives.
Moving silently around the ancient tree trunk reveals the jungle's apex predator, the tiger, blending seamlessly with the shadows and light.
Moving from the tiger's vantage point, we approach the axis deer. It senses the intrusion, its instincts honed by centuries of survival.
While the tiger reigns supreme on land, the true master of the waterways is the massive crocodile.
Moving stealthily through the murky waters of the tropical river, the crocodile is an apex predator perfectly adapted to its environment.
The capuchin monkeys thrive in the dense canopy overlooking the river, constantly moving between branches in search of food.
Deep within the mangrove forests of the delta, these macaques survey their territory as the sun dips below the horizon.
The river winds gently through the dense canopy, reflecting the fiery colors of the sunset as thousands of...
As we move deeper into the canopy, the importance of the mangrove's intricate root system becomes clear.
The intricate root systems of the mangroves provide a critical habitat for countless species, stabilizing the shoreline against the constant flow of the river.
The air hangs heavy in the delta. Here, amidst the fog, the great lion asserts his silent authority. Utilizing ancient pathways, the herd moves silently through the dense mangroves, vanishing as quickly as they appeared. The elephants and the lion vanish into the dense fog, a reminder of the jungle's enduring mysteries. As dawn breaks over the mangroves, the ancient residents begin their journey into the mist.
The magnificent stripes of the Bengal tiger are mirrored in the placid waters. But even a slight movement sends ripples across the surface.
The Bengal tiger, a master of its domain, approaches the riverbank. Its powerful movements send ripples across the still water, momentarily distorting its image.
The spotted deer navigate the dense mangroves, a peaceful journey through this unique ecosystem. Deep within the ancient woods, the herd moves silently now, disappearing back into the shadows and the mist from which they emerged. Emerging from the water, the crocodile finds a spot on the muddy bank. It will rest here, its deep, resonant breathing a sign of its immense power.
As the tide recedes, the vast mudflats are revealed, creating a temporary resting place for the estuary's largest reptile. As the golden hour approaches, the inhabitants of this lush ecosystem become increasingly active, a vibrant display of life where the river meets the sea.
Twilight descends upon the Sundarbans. The golden light gives way to shadow as the evening tide gently reclaims the mangrove roots. The golden hour fades over the Sundarbans delta. As the light dims, the resident wildlife begins to stir. As the final sunlight fades over the Sundarbans, the evening tide begins its slow, relentless creep around the mangrove roots.